actually started working on Dark Matter in May. When I wrote the first song, I didn't actually know it was going to be on an album, and I didn't know it was going to be on Dark Matter. I kind of just wrote it, and I wrote a lot of songs around that time that didn't end up making the album. But the first song that I wrote that made it was in May. I got the concept for Dark Matter from my older brother. I decided I wanted to make an album in like June. I originally didn't know. I came home and I just started recording a bunch of tracks with no real destination. And then I realized that I could put together a project. So I went to my brother Bradley and I asked him if he had any ideas for an album name because I had no clue. I told him the concept myself, which was that people were seeing a side of me that they had never seen before. That I was being extremely honest. That I was writing music for me and not necessarily for an audience, and that I was just releasing it to an audience. He brought up the concept of Dark Matter to me. He said he just found out about it and how it's responsible for a lot of the things we do, but we can't see it. I thought that was perfect because I feel like this music represents me, but it's a lot of stuff no one has heard yet, and it represents who I am. I'm just bringing my own Dark Matter to light, just like Dark Matter is to the universe right now. I actually had several producers on Dark Matter. Originally, I went through maybe like 150 beat tapes or something like that, and I chose a bunch of instrumentals I could rap on, and I made songs for them. I think I made maybe like 30 songs. I chose 14. 2 of them were from the Rhapsodist, the person who's actually engineering the entire album. And then the rest were from the beat tapes. When you look through beat tapes, it's not like working with a producer. You really gotta look for a long time to see if you can find beats that fit your theme and fit the flow of your album. I don't think I had the track list down until late June, early July. I'd written enough songs to make an album by the middle of June. And I was still looking for beats up until July. It took me about a month and a half to pin down the instrumentals that I wanted. Well, the engineering process started when I started my Kickstarter on July 1st. I knew I wanted my project to be a quality sounding project, but I didn't know where I'd get it from. My brother usually engineers my stuff, but he had a full-time job and he was working on a project of his own, and I previously worked with the Rhapsodist. You can check out his website, rhapsodistbeats.com. He gave me a beat for my EP 1993, His Story. I asked him if he was engineering actually, and he told me he hadn't really announced that he was engineering, but he was going to start up soon. So he sent me a few of his songs that he engineered. At that point I asked him how much it'd be to engineer my album. He told me, and I realized I didn't have that type of money. So I started my Kickstarter on July 1st. I needed $750, and on August 1st, I had $857. So I was really proud with the process. I was really proud of myself and the people that supported me, especially, man. Like, the day I found out that I got funded, it's like I almost started tearing up because that means people were supporting me. Not only that, but people donated $100 more than I actually needed. It was a huge confidence booster, and it really wanted me to get my album out there. The fact that so many people were a part of the engineering process made me feel good. What makes this project different from my other ones is that it wasn't supposed to be an album when I first started it. I was just going to drop a single. It was going to be a single, Patience, and I was going to see where I went from there. And then after Patience, I just kept writing. I told you earlier I recorded maybe 30 songs, but I wrote like, I don't even know how many I wrote. Just bits and pieces of them too. Just I'd write a verse here and there, or I'd write a whole song and record the song and then not like it. The whole entire process, during it, I didn't know anyone was going to see it. So what makes this project different from the other ones is that I wrote this one entirely for me and what sounded good to my ear. And I'm just praying, hoping that it sounds good to your ear too. Dark Matter's released, well, I've already started writing, so I'm doing that. When I get back to New York, I'm going to start performing, start doing promotional work for Dark Matter, because once it's released, that doesn't mean I'm done promoting the album, you know? So I'll probably try to make a music video for it, maybe a little bit more content surrounding it for the next couple of months. I'm really just focusing on this one. So after it's released, I'll do a lot of promotional work, music videos and shows. And I want to get a little bit more intimate with the crowd of people that are listening to my music right now, because these are my base fans. Fans, I don't even like the word fans, more like listeners. These are my base listeners. I really appreciate the people who are there now, including people I don't even know. I have a lot of friends that are supporting me, but including people I don't know. So promotional work, shows, getting more intimate with my supporters, and eventually writing once I get to it. I do not know the concept for my next album. I'm not really sure what it'll be. I have a few of them pinned down, and eventually I have to choose. Right now I'm not too sure. I'm just kind of writing like I was doing in the beginning of Dark Matter. So, but as soon as I find out what the concept will be, I'll work on it, and you won't find out about it until I'm almost done, just like we did for Dark Matter.